हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू आवर यूट्यूब चैनल। आज हम आपके लिए लेकर आए हैं क्लास 12 के बीएसटी बिजनेस स्टडीज़ का मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट 10 ब्रॉड क्वेश्चंस का वीडियो। अगर आपने अभी तक पढ़ाई नहीं की है तो इस वीडियो को पूरा देखिए, आपका बीएसटी का एग्ज़ाम अच्छा जाएगा। चलिए वीडियो को स्टार्ट करते हैं। एग्ज़ाम पैटर्न को थोड़ा समझ लेते हैं। बीएसटी का पेपर आपका 100 मार्क्स का होगा और एग्ज़ाम लिखने के लिए आपको 3 घंटे का टाइम मिलेगा। पहला क्वेश्चन है, एक्सप्लेन द वेरियस फीचर्स ऑफ प्लानिंग and the answer is planning is the primary function of management as every activity needs to be planned before it is actually performed. In other words, planning precedes all other managerial functions and provides the very basis of organizing, staffing and directing and controlling. Planning is always goal directed. A manager cannot plan anything unless he knows what he wants to achieve. For example, you cannot plan for a journey unless you know where you want to go. Thus, planning is taking such steps so as to achieve the desired goal. Planning is always futuristic. It is deciding in advance what to do, how to do, etc. It requires collection of information about various matters relating to business and then choosing a course of action for the future. However, while planning for the future, it does not take past experience and current situation into consideration. Planning is an intellectual activity and requires certain conceptual skills to look ahead into the future. It needs good foresight and sound judgment to anticipate future events, develop alternative courses of action and make the right choice. Planning basically involves making choices. Need for planning arises when goals or objectives are many and alternatives to achieve them are also plenty. While planning, alternatives are evaluated and a choice is made regarding which course of action is to be followed. Next question is, what do you mean by delegation? Explain the two elements of delegation. And the answer is, the active process of entrustment of a part of work or responsibility and authority to another and the creation of accountability for performance is known as delegation. Element of delegations are, first point, assignment of responsibility. This is also known as entrustment of duties. Duties can be divided into two parts. One part that the individual can perform himself and the other part that he can assign to the subordinates to perform. Granting authority. Authority refers to the official powers and position required to carry on any task. When duties are assigned to subordinates, then the required authority must also be conferred to him. Next important question is, explain staffing as a part of human resource management. And the answer is, human resource management is a broad concept, whereas staffing is a part of it. HRM is the art of procuring, developing and maintaining suitable persons to achieve the goals of an organization in an effective way. It is the way of optimizing human competence at the workplace so that the goals of an organization are accomplished effectively. Important question is, explain the various methods of training. And the answer is, on-the-job method. In these methods, the employees learn from their jobs while doing the work duly, assisted by their supervisors or seniors. These methods encourage self-learning through practice, job instruction or coaching, and job rotation, learning while working as an assistant to a senior, understudy position. Temporary promotions are some of the common methods of on-the-job training. And the next part is off-the-job training. Method. These methods involve training employees away from the workplace so that Experts may conduct the training and employees are free from immediate pressure of completing the jobs at hand. Lectures with demonstration, conferences, case discussions, video shows and films are some of the common methods used as off-the-job training methods. अगर आपने अभी तक हमारे इस वीडियो को लाइक नहीं किया है और हमारे चैनल NIOS Academy 15 को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो काइंडली इस वीडियो को लाइक करें और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर करें इसी तरह के आने वाले वीडियोस को देखने के लिए. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज मेंशन द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ डायरेक्टिंग. And the answer is it guides and helps the subordinates to complete the given task properly and as per schedule. It provides the necessary motivation to subordinates to complete the work satisfactorily and strive to do them best. It helps in maintaining discipline and rewarding those who do well. Directing involves supervision, which is essential to make sure that work is performed according to the orders and instructions. Directing involves leadership that essentially helps in creating appropriate work environment and build up team spirit. Next important question is explain the relationship between planning and controlling. And the answer is planning fixes the goals or standards to be achieved. Controlling checks the actual performance with the standard fixed. Therefore, planning fixes the criteria for controlling. Thus, without planning, control is blind. Planning sets the course of action. Control compares the actual course and planned course. Control identifies deviations from the course and initiates corrective actions. Planning is fruitful when control is exercised. Planning is forward-looking as all plans are prepared for future, but it looks ahead on the basis of past data. So we can say planning is both backward-looking and forward-looking. Controlling is forward-looking because controlling involves comparing the actual performance with the planned performance. Controlling is backward-looking because manager looks back at previous year's performance to find the deviations from the standard. The question is, what do you mean by coordination? And the answer is, in every organization, different types of work are performed by various groups and no single group can be expected to achieve the goals of the organization as a whole. Hence, it becomes essential that the activities of different work groups and departments should be harmonized. This function of management is known as coordination. Next question is, what is the importance of financial planning? And the answer is, it helps to estimate accurate requirement of funds. It facilitates in developing a sound capital structure which gives maximum returns to shareholders. It helps in proper utilization of funds. It tries to avoid the shortage of funds and surplus of funds. It provides policies and procedures for coordinating different departments of an enterprise. It acts as a basis to control the financial activities of an organization. It helps to face unforeseen financial situation in the business. Next important question is, what do you mean by stock exchange or stock market? Mention its characteristics. And the answer is, stock exchange is the secondary market which provides a place where different types of existing securities such as shares, debentures and bonds, government securities can be bought and sold on a regular basis. The main characteristics of a stock exchange are, it is an organized market. It provides a place where existing and approved securities can be bought and sold easily. In a stock exchange, transactions take place between its members or their authorized agents. All transactions are regulated by rules and by laws of the concerned stock exchange. Next important question is, mention the function of channel of distribution. And the answer is, it helps in establishing a regular contact with the customers and provides them the necessary information relating to the goods. It provides the facility for inspection of goods by the consumers at convenient points to make their choice. It facilitates the transfer of ownership as well as the delivery of goods. It helps in financing by giving credit facility. It assists the provision of after-sales services if necessary. It assumes all risks connected with the carrying out the distribution function. Question is, what do you mean by coordination? And the answer is, in every organization, different types of work are performed by various groups and no single group can be expected to achieve the goals of the organization as a whole. Hence, it becomes essential that the activities of different work groups and departments should be harmonized. This function of management is known as coordination. अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया तो वीडियो को ज़रूर से लाइक करें और हमारे चैनल NIOS Academy 15 को ज़रूर से चैनल सब्सक्राइब करें। मिलते हैं आपसे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग।